This
we are able
conference
to.
will now be recorded.
Yeah, please be ready with your pen and notebook. I'm about to start the session. Shall we please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Maharaj, how about you? Yeah, fine. 1 second. Are you able to see my screen, please?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yes, sir. We can.
Yeah, you will be able to see SAP management, SAP logon, my documents, computers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, first of all, before we start exactly get into the SAP, as I told you, I hope you are ready with your pen and notebook. Okay. So please
Yeah.
keep today's session as introduction in your notebook. Just keep the topic name as introduction. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, please. Okay. So first, as a first step, I'll be showing you how to log into SAP first. Okay. Right. So please for 10 minutes, whatever I will show in the screen, whatever the activities I'm doing, you will have to make a note of it in your notebook. Okay, which will be useful when you be practicing once the session is completed. Okay, right. So now
Yeah.
you write it as step number 1. Just I'll be showing in my screen how to make note of the explanation in the notebook. I'll be going very slowly because as it is the first day. Okay, so just follow my explanation and don't hesitate to ask me wherever you are not following. Yeah, so
Sure.
I have mentioned it as topic 1. Just have to write like this. Step 1, introduction. Then in that, step 1, logging into SAP system. See, please do remember that this step is common for everybody irrespective of the module the person is learning, whether the person is learning technical modules or functional modules. In functional modules, whether it is finance or controlling or sales and distribution module or project system module, whatever may be the module the person is learning, the student is learning, this step is common for them. So the first step which we are supposed to understand is how to log into the SAP system. Okay. So for that step, I have mentioned it as step number 1, logging into SAP system. In that, you write like this on your notebook, path. I hope I'm clear with my voice. Is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, both of you.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah, thank you. See, after this path, what I am showing, you will have to make a note of in your notebook. Okay. So you're able to see SAP logon icon in the system. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just double click on that SAP logon icon. I repeat once again, double click on SAP logon icon. Once you double click on SAP logon icon, a small window will come. You are able to see this small window, and this small window is called as SAP logon pad. This is called as SAP logon pad. I repeat once again, please, for your convenience sake. First, we have to log into SAP system. To log into SAP system, we need to double click on SAP logon icon there on the desktop. So I'm double clicking on SAP logon icon. Once you double click, we will find a small window which is called as SAP logon pad. On this SAP logon pad, you are able to see logon button. So just click on that logon button. Some people will call it as logon field as well. These are called as either buttons or fields. So just click on logon button. So once you click on logon button, it will take some time to give you another screen. Initially it will take time, but once we are moving on to the sessions, system will become very fast. And the speed of the system depends on the RAM of the system as well, that you know very well. Yeah. So this is the screen that will appear as soon as we click on logon icon or logon button. So if you see the screen, you are able to see user and password. These are called as credentials, SAP credentials. These two are called as SAP credentials, and for me, the user is SAP user. It is SAP user. SAP user, and the password for me is India123. India123. Give the username password. Who will provide this user ID and password? Any guess?
Consultant. I'm going to say basis
No.
consultant.
Mm, correct. It will be provided by the business consultants in real time. Okay, but for you, in order to practice, the person who is providing you the server access, he will provide you the user ID and password, and that user ID and password you will have to use. And for me, the user ID is SAP user and the password is India123, and the user ID and password will vary from user to user. Okay, so once you give user and password, user ID and password, just click on enter on your keyboard. Just click on enter on your keyboard. Then it will take you into the SAP system, and in that SAP system you will be able to see a screen called SAP Easy Access screen. Okay, so once you're able to see SAP Easy Access screen on the system, that means you have logged into SAP system. You can start doing activities in SAP system. You can start processing activities into SAP system. So this is the process how we log into SAP. Okay, so let me tell you once again, let me show you once again how to log into the system. As I was mentioning, there is an SAP logon icon on the desktop. So just double click on that, then click, this is called as SAP logon pad. Just click on logon icon or logon button or logon field. It will ask you to enter user ID and password. So as I was mentioning, for me it is SAP user and the password is INDIA123, India123. So once you give the user ID and password, press enter, system will take you to a screen called SAP Easy Access screen. Okay, if you have gone through my demonstration session, I have explained what is this SAP Easy Access screen. For what purpose this SAP Easy Access screen will be used, I have explained clearly. But anyway, let me explain once again. SAP Easy Access screen is the screen used by the SAP end users for processing the business transactions on daily basis. So whatever the business transactions that are taking place in a business, those business transactions are to be entered into the system, are to be accounted for. So to account for all the transactions, SAP end users will use a screen called SAP Easy Access screen. Okay, so this is the SAP Easy Access screen. Using this, end users will process the business transactions on daily basis. Okay, is that clear, please?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. So just to introduce the options available in the system. Okay, no need to note down anything from now onwards. I will let you know when to note down in your notebook. Okay, so just listen to my explanation very carefully. I'm showing you the different options in the SAP system. See, you are able to see SAP menu here. SAP menu. So this SAP menu will give you various options. Using those options, various business transactions will be processed by the end users across the various departments. If you see this SAP menu, you can see Office, cross application components, collaboration projects, logistics, accounting, human resources, information systems, and tools. For us, this accounting is very, very important, and entire finance and controlling modules, related activities will be processed, related transactions will be processed using this accounting. So just I'm expanding this accounting folder. To expand this accounting folder, just click on this arrow, right headed arrow. Just click on this. It will be expanded and it will give you the options. It will give you the paths like this. See, under accounting, you have financial accounting, financial supply chain management, controlling, enterprise controlling, various options are there. And this financial accounting is for finance module and controlling is for controlling module. So just I'm expanding financial accounting. Just click on this, it will be expanded. In this, again, you can see general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, banks, fixed assets, all those various things. Likewise, if you see controlling, in controlling also you can see cost element accounting, cost center, internal orders, product costing, profitability analysis, and profit center accounting. Okay, so just to give you awareness about the screen of SAP Easy Access, I'm explaining this. Okay, so whatever the things that we will be doing as a finance and controlling user, all those things will be done, all those things will be processed using this accounting folder. So expand this, you will see financial accounting and controlling. And likewise, you can see here menu, various options are there. Different options I'll be explaining slowly as and when the time is required. Then edit, then favorites, then extras. Okay, then just if you see system, under this system, if you see status, just if you click on this status, it will give you another screen where you will come to know various things with respect to this SAP Easy Access screen. It will be displayed. It will, as we are doing it for the first time, it will take some time. See, some technical data you can find, some functional data you can find. See, user, SAP user, this is the user ID. In real time, actual user ID will be appeared under the field called user. In which language we have entered? Language is English we have entered. Okay, so therefore it is showing English. Suppose if we have given any other language which is supported by the SAP, the language will appear here in this field language. Then log on, session time, time zone. Okay, component version, here you can see SAP ECC 6.0. Then you can see here various things like name, host, owner, all the database. These are all technical data which we do not require, but the basic thing we require is user, language, and system time and logon time. Okay, time zone and component version. Okay, and operating system, Windows or Linux, whatever it is, and server name, platform ID, everything. These are all the some details which we have to know. Okay, so just I'm closing this. You can see here closing button. Right. So this is SAP Easy Access screen. Once we have come into the SAP Easy Access screen, that means we have entered into SAP system and we are ready for processing of the transactions. One more option I would like to show. see, you are able to see create new session. Is it appearing, please? There is an icon called create new session. Are you able to see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just if you click on this session, if you click on this particular new session icon, what it will do is it will open another window, another SAP Easy Access window. I have clicked on that. See, another window. If you see, if I minimize here, see one more. So that like this at a time, how many sessions or how many windows can be opened is maximum is 7. The maximum number of sessions can be opened at a time. Session is nothing but a window. Session is nothing but a page. It is as simple as that. Okay. So maximum number of sessions can be opened at a time is 7. More than 7 we cannot open. Am I clear, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please do remember, if you are a fresher, once you complete your training completely and you are done with your training, okay, if you are appearing for the interview for a placement as a fresher, this question might be asked in your interviews. Number of SAP sessions can be opened at a time in one single login is 7. Please do make a note of it in your notebook. I repeat once again, number of SAP sessions in a particular login can be opened at a time are 7. I request you to make a note of it very clearly, please. Right. So this is SAP Easy Access. What I have shown is this is menu bar, and this is one to open one more session. Slowly I'll introduce other options which are available on in the screen, please. Okay. Next, if you come down right side, if you come down, you can see you can see one right side headed arrow. Are you able to see this?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, we
moving my
can see.
cursor over there. Yeah, just I have clicked it and that has closed. Again, I'm clicking on the right side bottom. You can see here, if you click on this icon, it is something like a page. If you click on this, you can see the details. What is the system, client, user, program, transaction, response time, encryption time, round trips, flushes, all those things. Okay. See, the important point here is if you see system, it is showing ECC 1800. This one is very, very important for us. One within the brackets. In this screen, it is showing ECC 1. Suppose if I go to this second screen, it will show you 2. Is it visible? Is it visible,
Yes.
Yes, it
please?
is visible.
Yeah. So that means this is the second session and this is the first session. Nothing but first window, second window. Okay. So likewise, you can open maximum of 7 sessions. Just I'm opening one more session and it shows 3. One more session I would like to open. And one more session I would like to open.
Is this a system functionality or
Yeah, this is system functionality provided by SAP package itself.
there are no security issues? See, when we
No,
can
sir.
do on one screen only, why do we log in onto so many screens?
Sorry. Yeah, slowly you will understand why so many screens are required. See, it is very simple, sir. Suppose you have opened a browser. Okay, you can. There is
Okay.
a requirement to open Gmail. There is a requirement to open Yahoo Mail. Let's say you want to browse both. Once you have opened
Okay.
Gmail in one screen, you cannot opt for Yahoo, no, right? Hope you got my point.
No, but ERP package is a different thing. No, when we are using an ERP, there are some security concerns also. If
Yeah.
multiple
Even
sessions can be opened, then
when multiple sessions can be opened, even if you open multiple sessions, there will be no security issues. There won't be any security issues. See here, if you observe carefully, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? When I'm trying to open one more session,
yes.
the system has given maximum number of sessions reached. That means it is not allowing us to open one more session. That means we have the maximum number of sessions. Is it clear? Yeah.
So that means we can open
Right.
6 sessions, no?
Yeah. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maximum is 6.
You told 7.
Is it? Did I say 7? Yeah. Please make a change. Make a note.
Yes.
Make a correction, please. It is 6 sessions.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So this is how we enter into SAP Easy Access screen. Right. So now I'm showing one more screen. See, for showing one more screen here, you are able to see one field which is white in color, in which the cursor is blinking. Able to see this? And this is called as
Yes.
command. This is called as command prompt place. This is called as command prompt place. You can give commands in this particular rectangular white square box. Okay, so just I'm giving SPRO. No need to note down, please. I'll tell you once again. Here I'm typing SPRO. Just I'm pressing enter, and it will take us to one more session. You will be able to see customize execute project. Just if you click on this SAP reference IMG, and please do make a note of it. The term IMG stands for implementation guide. IMG stands for implementation guide. Please do make a note of it. IMG
Okay.
stands for implementation guide. So if you click on this SAP reference IMG icon or tab, it will take us to one more screen that is called display IMG screen. It will take us to a screen called display IMG screen. See, you're able to see display IMG screen. That means when you are following my demonstration video or in the class, whether you have observed or not, I have mentioned very clearly that there are two screens which are very, very important to remember as far as concerned to SAP. One is IMG screen, which is also called as display IMG screen, and the another one is SAP Easy Access screen.
Yeah.
I have explained about Easy Access screen. So why do we use easy access screen and who will be used by the easy access screen? I have explained. So basically this easy access screen will be used by the end users for processing the business transactions into SAP system. Whereas this IMG screen, this particular IMG screen will be used by the consultants in order to make some configurational settings or customization settings. See, for processing the transactions by the end users, transactions are to be processed into the SAP system. There is no doubt. That is the purpose of SAP, for processing of the transactions. That processing of transactions will be done by the end users. But the point here is to process the transactions by the end users, some settings are very much required in SAP system. Generally speaking, some settings are very much required in SAP system, and those settings will be done in a screen called IMG screen, and those settings will be done by the consultants. So basically, the point to be remembered as far as concerned to this particular IMG screen is IMG screen is a screen which is used by the consultants, SAP consultants, for making settings. Once the settings are done by the consultants in this IMG screen, SAP users will be able to process the transactions using a screen called SAP Easy Access screen. So unless settings are done by the consultants, end users cannot use this Easy Access screen. Okay, so settings are first point, first stage, and processing of transactions are next phase or second phase. Okay, so first settings will be done in the system, must and should be done in the system by the consultants. Once the settings are done, once the settings are completed, then system is ready for the end users, and end users will be able to process the transactions using the SAP Easy Access screen. But here some important point which we have to keep in our mind as far as concerned to the screens. Okay, so this, as I was mentioning, IMG screen is a screen which will be used by the consultants, which we call them as SAP consultants. In this screen, SAP consultants will do the settings. Once the settings are done, system is ready, and end users now able to process the transactions using this particular SAP Easy Access screen. So the point to be remembered here is Easy Access screen is the screen used by the end users to process their transactions, and IMG screen is the screen used by the consultants to do the required settings or to do the necessary configuration settings. Point here is end users will have, in real time I'm speaking about, end users will have access only to this particular screen, SAP Easy Access screen, whereas consultants will have access to both IMG screen as well as Easy Access screen. So what I mean to say is, in general, end users will not be given access to IMG screen. I'm repeating once again, end users will not be given access. End users will not have authorization to enter into this particular IMG screen. Getting my point clearly?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. So can you guess the reason why end users will not be given access in general to IMG screen? Is there any reason? Any wild guess?
Maybe any changes cannot be done to the settings which has already been configured by consultant.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Did you get point, Meraj?
Yeah, for security purpose, they will not be given.
Correct. Correct. Perfect. Security purpose, as well as generally end users will not be given access to IMG screen in order to see that, in order to ensure that no changes have been done to the settings which are made by the consultants. Because if changes are done to the settings, it will impact the business like anything, and there is a possibility, there will be a situation, if there is any wrong setting has been done, it will impact the business very badly. It will impact entire business across the world. So to avoid this kind of situations, in general, in real time, end users will not be given access to IMG screen. But there are some organizations where high level end users are being given access to IMG screen. But though they have been given access to IMG screen, organization will ensure that they will not do any changes in the settings made by the consultants. Okay, so please do remember there are only two screens. One is Easy Access screen, another one is IMG screen. Okay, right. Now, so this is what is briefly about IMG screen and Easy Access screen. So I repeat once again, IMG screen will be used by the consultants where they will do required settings, and screen is the screen used by the end users for processing the transactions. This screen not the screen will be used not only for processing transactions, but also will be used to generate various kinds of reports required by the organization. Okay, reports, various kinds of reports. It can be related to vendors, can be related to customers, can be related to sales, can be related to payments or receipts or assets, can be related to depreciation, whatever it is. So any kind of report, if end user want to generate, those reports can be generated using this SAP Easy Access screen. Are you comfortable with my speed of explanation, or you want me to go fast bit, or you want me to slow down?
Yeah, it's fine.
Fine.
Yes, it is fine.
Yeah, fine. So as long as you're fine, I'm okay. Right. So this is what about the screens in SAP Easy Access screen and SAP Display IMG. And one more in SAP Easy Access screen, just look at what I'm doing in the system. I have expanded accounting, financial accounting. Just observe. If you do not understand also, don't get panic. Okay, just follow what I am doing. Just view general ledger. In this posting, see, you are able to see FB50, FB50L, F-02. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, FB50. See, these are called as FB50, FB50L, F-02, FV50, F-65, F-04. All these are called as transaction codes. These are called as transaction codes. You are able to see them. System is showing us FB50 enter GL account document. Similarly, F-02 general posting. That means for processing transactions, any financial transactions, this is the path which will be used. That is accounting, financial accounting, general ledger posting, FB50 enter GL account document. Now you are able to see FB50 here. Just look at what I am doing now. Now again I'm expanding this path. Accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, posting. See, now we are not able to see FB50, F-02, right? Have you observed this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we are not able to see the transaction codes. Those transaction codes have disappeared. If you observe carefully, see here, extras. There is an option called extras in the main menu. Extras and settings. Click on settings, and there is an option called display technical names. Technical names are nothing but transaction codes. If you select this option, if you select this check box, this square small box is called as checkbox. If you select this checkbox and click on this enter or continue icon, you are able to see those transaction codes. Now the transactions codes will be appeared. See, they will appear now. Clear? FB50,
Yes.
F-02. Extras, settings. If I uncheck this, they disappear. If I select that option, they appear. See, now they are appearing. Right. So this is what something brief I would like to give. Okay, so these are all the very general things, generic things that we have to know before we exactly go into SAP FICO module training. Okay, so now I'm going with FI. I would like to start up FI session first. Okay, so as it is the first module finance, I would like to start up with SAP Finance module. Okay, so you must have just I'm logging into the system once again. SAP user, for me it is India 123. Yeah, before we log into, before we exactly start the FICO training, okay, see, I have created 3 sessions here. SAP EasyAx, three SAP sessions. Okay, suppose if I type /NEX in the command box, this is called as command prompt box. Rather, if I type /NEX, this is a command or this is a transaction code. The term EX, have you ever heard about this EX anywhere?
Is it for exit, like all the sessions will be closed automatically?
Right. This is for closing the SAP session. This is to close the SAP system. Okay. So generally we will see this XEX in the movie theaters. Okay. In cinema theaters, we can see this exit, right? So /NEX, just if you type /NEX and press enter, it will close down the SAP system. See, all the sessions have been closed. Okay. That means you have come out from the SAP system. Again, you have to log in to enter into SAP system. SAP user, right? Okay, so let us start the first one. Under introduction, I have showed you how to log into the system. Okay, now next step 2, please open your notebook and make a note of it. Step 2, create company. Before we do come to know how to create a company, first of all, what is a company? As you're already commerce graduates, both of you, you must be knowing what is the concept behind company. Can I have some contributions with respect to the term company?
Actually, I am not graduated from commerce. I am from computer background,
Oh,
computer engineering.
computer engineering. And how about Maharaj?
Even I'm not an accounts background. I am also in electronics engineering.
Engineering. Oh, fine. Okay, but in general, you must have aware of this term company, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
maybe
company.
it's an organization. Sorry, you
Yeah.
can
What
continue.
is company? Whatever you know, you contribute.
A company is any business organizations which have different types of businesses in different countries.
Correct. Perfect. Yeah. So that is what is company. That is right. Whatever Maharaj said is very much right. Okay. That is understanding company is as simple as that. But from SAP point of view, what is a company? Let me give some examples with respect to the company. See, have you heard about an organization called Kodak organization? Have you heard about that?
Yes,
Kodak. It was very much popular for,
it is for popular for photos, photo prints.
yeah, photo prints and reels and all those things, right? we,
Yes,
we we used to buy some reels and insert in the camera and take a photographs, right?
yes,
it, that
Yeah.
company was very popular in that area. And not only that, Kodak was very much popular in printing side as well. See, I will explain about the company with this example. Try to follow my explanation very carefully and try to understand what is the concept behind company from the point of view of SAP ERP. See, Kodak as a business organization, Kodak as a business organization, it was doing business in more than 148 countries across the world. It was doing business in 148 companies across the world. So it was doing business in so many different countries like India, German, Japan, UK, Australia. If you look into Indian business, the Kodak organization in India, it is called as Kodak India Limited. In US, it is called as Kodak US Limited. And in Australia, it is represented as Kodak Australia Limited. In Britain, in UK, it is called as Kodak UK Limited. Likewise, in each and every country, it will be represented uniquely. Kodak India Limited, Kodak UK Limited, Kodak German Limited, Kodak Japan Limited, Kodak Australia Limited, like that. But to represent all the countries as a single entity, as a single unit, it is globally known as Kodak Global Limited. So Kodak Global Limited, globally it will be represented. Globally it was identified as Kodak Global Limited. So whatever Kodak Global Limited we are calling it as, this Kodak Global Limited, as far as concerned to SAP system, is called as company. So what exactly is a company? As Manisha said, company from SAP perspective, company is an entity, company is an organization which is doing its business activities, which has spreaded its business activities across the world in different countries. So when an organization is doing business in different countries, then that organization is called as company. That means, from my explanation, the point you have to understand is the term company represents global entity, not restricted to a particular country. Rather, it will represent multiple countries in which it is doing business. That is the reason why when the term company has to be explained from SAP perspective or from ERP perspective, company is an entity. Company is an entity which will represent multiple countries, which is doing business in multiple countries. And that is the reason why the company in SAP is called as a global entity, combined entity. Suppose when I say Kodak IN Limited, Kodak IN Limited is related to Kodak organization only. It is not something other organization. But when I say Kodak India Limited, as far as concerned to Kodak India Limited, the term Kodak India Limited will represent the business of Kodak organization as far as concerned to country India only. It does not reflect business of Kodak with respect to other countries. It represents the business of country India only. That is the reason why it is being known as Kodak India Limited. And this Kodak India Limited is not called as company. It is called as something else, which I will explain bit later. Similarly, when I say Kodak Australia Limited, it will represent, Kodak Australia Limited will represent the business of Kodak organization with respect to country Australia only. It does not represent any other country's business, as far as concerned to Kodak. Similarly, Kodak UK Limited, it will speak about the business or performance of Kodak organization from the point of view of UK only. Similarly, Kodak US, it will represent US business of Kodak organization. So, but when I say Kodak Global Limited, Kodak Global Limited is a company which will represent, which will be the unique identity for representing the business in so many countries in which the organization has existed. So that is the reason why the term company will represent multiple countries and the business related to multiple countries. That is the reason why company, the term company will represent global entity. Global means more than one country. More than one country, if any entity is representing, that is called as, we will have to use the term called global. Okay, so here the company means, as far as concerned to SAP, company is an entity which will represent business of a business organization with respect to multiple countries. I hope I'm clear with my explanation. Is that clear, please?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So now let us try to understand how to set up this company in SAP system. Okay. So now take the path. Write down like this: path, path. Okay. Write like this in your notebook: SAP Easy Access Screen. SAP Easy Access Screen. Now I'm going to show you the same in SAP screen, please. Slowly write down. See, SAP Easy Access Screen. Here you are able to see command backs, as I have already explained, right? In this SPRO, type SPRO, SPRO. That means in your notebook you have to write like this: SPRO, SPRO. Then press enter, press enter. Again arrow, press enter. Now I am showing the screen. I have typed SPRO here. I am pressing enter. Then click on SAP reference IMG. You are able to see this. Click on SAP reference IMG. Notebook, I'm writing here SAP reference IMG. Just for your understanding sake, I'm writing here in the Word document SAP reference IMG. Click on this SAP reference IMG. Then you're able to see enterprise structure here. Enterprise structure, is it visible, please?
Yes.
Yeah, just expand this SAP enterprise structure by clicking on this right headed arrow, SAP enterprise structure. Once you click on that icon, that right headed icon arrow, it will be expanded. Enterprise structure. Then I'm writing here enterprise structure. Then click on definition, expand definition, definition. Definition. Then financial accounting, financial accounting, financial accounting. Then define company, define company. Just left to the define company, you are able to see clock icon. Is it visible, Manish? Clock
Yeah, it's
icon.
visible. Yeah.
Okay, so
Execute.
yeah, just click on that clock icon, click on that clock icon, click on that clock icon. As we are doing it for the first time, it will take some time. Please have some patience. Then click on new entries. New entries. Click on new entries. New entries. Okay. Click on new entries. See, you are able to see some fields here. One is company, company name, name of company 2. Okay, so company, it is a code. It will be represented with an alphanumerical code. You can use all alphabets or all numerics or combination of alphanumerics, but it is a 6-digit length. Company code is a code of the company is a 6-digit length, maximum 6 digits. Okay, so just I'm giving any code you can give. It's an alphanumerical code. You can use complete alphabets or complete numerics or both combination of alphabets and numericals. Okay, so just I am giving mm1234. Any code you can give, just I am giving mm1234. And company name, description of the company, that's it. What is the name, like Wipro or Kodak, whatever it is. Okay, so just I am giving
Is it like a company code can be max of 6 digit or it should be mandatorily 6 digit? I mean
no, it
6.
is max of 6 digits, not
Okay.
mandatorily 6 digits.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Company name, just I'm giving a normal name, mm1234 global limited. mm1234 global limited. Global limited. Okay. The next, street. Some fields I'll explain during the sessions later on. Okay, intentionally I'll skip some fields. As and when required, I'll explain. So street, just give any street name. Okay, I'm taking street. Post box, it is not mandatory. Postal code, just I'm giving 500082. Then city, I'm taking it as Hyderabad. Generally we call it as base location. City means base location, where the head office is located, Hyderabad. Then country, see, you are able to see this icon, round icon, right? This is called as drop down button. If you click on this, you can see the countries already configured into the system, country names and country codes which are provided by the SAP system. Just I'll show you them. See, you can see various cities, sorry, various countries. Okay, if you take this, I'm taking India. IN stands for India. Likewise, for every country, SAP has given a code. SAP has given a 2-digit code. And language key. Next, language key. Language key, again, it is a 2-digit code which is already configured by the SAP, which is already given by the SAP. So just look at the various codes given for various languages. See, for different languages, it has given different codes. Almost all global languages will be supported by SAP. Okay, so in general, we will use English. English, give EN in the language key. Then next field, currency. Currency, again for different currencies, SAP has given codes. For India, currency is Indian rupee and it has given INR for that. Indian rupee, INR. So I repeat once again, company, it is a 6-digit code. I have given it as MM1234 and company name, description of the company, organization name, MM1234 Global Limited, street, even you can give postal box if you want, postal code, then city, give the country, language key and currency. Then click on save button. It is something looking like a floppy. Save icon. Is it visible, please?
Yes.
Yeah. So click on save. Write down very carefully, please. If you want me to go slow further, I'll go further very slow. So click on save. You will get a request. What is this request? I'll explain bit later. This is not the right time because it is a technical part, not the functional part. Then click on this create request. Click on this create request icon. It is looking like a folder. Click on create request. Then give the short description. Just I am giving MM1234 implementation. You can give any description, please, but it should be meaningful. MM1234 implementation. Once after giving the short description, click on save. Here you can see the left side bottom. Click on save. Then click on right icon. Green color you are able to see. Green color right icon button. It is called as continue button or enter button. You can call it as either continue button or enter button. So click on this continue. That's it. We are done with, we have created company. If you see, you can get the message data was saved. Bottom left side, you can see data was saved. Is it visible, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so data was saved. Once you got the message data was saved, that means we have created the company. That is a global entity. Okay, just I'll show you once again. Just look at the screen, whatever I'm doing. I'll show you once again how to create a company. SPRO, presenter, click on SAP reference IMD, enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, define company. Click on this clock icon, click on new entries, and fill up all the details. Fill up all the details, click on save, enter. You will get the message data was saved. Once you get the message data was saved, that means you have created company. Okay, but we will have to check whether the created company has been really created or saved in the system or not. Just I will show you. We have created a company called MM1234. Let us see whether really system has created the company or not. See, you are able to see position icon here. Click on this position company MM1234. See, you are able to see this. Just select this. If you click once, it will be selected with yellow color. If you click once again, it will be deselected. So click once, it will be selected. Click again, it will be deselected. To know whether it is in selection mode or deselection mode, the point to be remembered is if you click on this if you click on this and if it is showing with yellow color, that means you have selected that particular company. Then click on this details button, which is looking like a magnifying glass. If you click on this, you are able to see the details. Visible?
Yes.
Right? Sir,
Yes.
in this screen, something's very, very important to understand, please. Technically speaking. See, like some fields you are able to see in white color, some fields you are able to see in blue color. Only one field you are able to see in blue color, that is company, right? Observe that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other fields are
Yes.
white in color. That means the fields which are appearing white in color are editable fields. The fields which are with blue color are not able to be edited. We cannot
Great.
edit once they are saved. Okay, right? Name you can change, address you can change, language you can change, currency you can change, but code, which is alphanumerical, can never ever be changed once it is created. Clear? Right. The next point
Yes.
here, yeah, next point here, currency. We have mentioned it as INR. Suppose my, as I have mentioned it as INR, my assumption is this company is Indian based company. Suppose if it is a US based company, what currency I should have given? Which currency I should have given? If it is a US based currency, US based organization,
US
Dollar.
dollar.
obviously US dollar. US dollar. Okay. But the point here is, sir, if you remember very carefully, when I was explaining about the company, I have mentioned the description. If you see this, I have given description. I have not given it as MM1234 Limited, or I have not given the description as MM1234 Company Limited. Rather, I have used the description. I have given the description as Global Limited. Global Limited. Global means it will represent multiple countries. Therefore, whatever the currency here I have mentioned, whether it is INR or USD, whatever it is, while configuring the company, while setting up the company, whatever the currency has been given in the system, that currency is called as global currency. As far as concerned to the SAP, there are two types of currencies. Basically, one is local currency, another one is global currency. What is local currency? I'll explain later when I explain next step. Okay. Global currency means the currency which is used, which is assigned, which has given while configuring, while setting up the company is called as global currency. Point is clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how we create company. We do set up the company in SAP system. Okay. So just I'll show you once again. If you have missed to write down anything, just make a note of it. SPRO, presenter, SAP reference IME, click on that. Then enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, define company, then click on new entries, fill up required fields and click on save. That's it. Okay. Then next, I hope you are clear with the step one, that is creation of
Company
company,
create.
right? Shall I go for the next
Yes.
Yes.
step two? Step two, please. Step two, create company code. Create company code. Create company code. Sir, before we know how to set up company code in the system, how to configure company code in the system, let us try to understand what exactly is company code. What is the difference between company and company code? Sir, I'm telling you very clearly, please do remember, irrespective of the experience of the various consultants in SAP, SAP consultants themselves, they do not know the exact difference between company and company code. Irrespective of their experience, 5 years or 6 years or 10 years, they believe that company and company code are same. But please do remember, company is entirely different from company code, or the concept company code is entirely different from company. They are not same, they are different, please. Company code is different from company, or company is different from company code. Then what is company code? First, we need to understand company code. What is the concept behind company code? Once we have understood clearly about company code, then we can understand what is the difference between company code and company. Okay, right? So company code, what is company code? Company code will continue in tomorrow's session. I'm stopping right now today here itself, because I don't want to give you much stuff during the first day. Okay, so I'm stopping here itself. Yeah, before ending up the session, I would like to ask one question. I have one question. Okay, is my explanation is clear and audible?
Yeah, it's clear and
Are
audible.
you? Am I giving enough space for you to make a note of all the things which I am explaining?
Yeah.
Miraj, how about you?
Yes, it is okay. But I have one suggestion.
Please go ahead.
No, I just, this is a Ramadan time, and the moment you're taking the class, after half an hour, I have to break the fast. So can you make it 1 hour earlier for me? It is only for
No,
1
no,
week.
sir.
It's not
Because it is
possible.
not possible for me. Not possible. The reason is, I will come to my home by 7:30 p.m. So I require minimum half an hour to
Okay.
start the session, because till 7, from 5:30 to 7:30 I'll be having calls in the office. So that's the reason I need minimum half an hour to start up the session.
Okay, no issue. Then I'll manage because I was thinking it is 8 o'clock there, and here it is 6:30. So after 6:30 means after half an hour we have to break the fast.
Oh, okay. Till Ramjan,
But after,
please.
yeah, it is 1 week only. Yeah, I can manage.
Yeah, please. Okay. So I'm closing the session. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Have a nice time,
Thank
please.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you.